So have you heard this yet? A brand new study is making some serious waves, and it's suggesting we might not be alone out here. Researchers are saying they found stars that could, and this is a big could, be surrounded by these huge, advanced, alien megastructures. Okay, let's get into what that actually means.
Right. This is the big question on everyone's mind. A group of scientists has singled out some very, very unusual stars. And honestly, the implications could change, well, everything. So today we're going to break down exactly what they found, what they were even looking for in the first place, and what this all could possibly mean for us.
I mean, think about it. Out of millions of stars that they surveyed, this new study flagged just seven potential candidates that are behaving so strangely they just pop out from the background. And these aren't just any old stars, they're glowing in a way that might just be what we call a technosignature, a sign of a super advanced civilization.
All right, so to really understand what's so special about these 7 stars, we first need to kind of wrap our heads around the incredible theory that led scientists to even look for them.
You know, it all boils down to one thing: energy. One of the best ways to imagine just how advanced a civilization is to look at how much power it can use. So, if a truly advanced civilization is out there, it would need a mind-boggling amount of energy. And that hunt for power, well, it leaves a fingerprint, a kind of cosmic clue that we might just be able to spot from across the galaxy.
So, how do you even begin to classify a civilization based on its energy use? Well, for that, we turn to this brilliant idea called the Kardashev scale. Way back in the 1960s, an astrophysicist named Nikolai Kardashev came up with this scale, and it's just a fantastic way of thinking about civilizations, not by their culture or their politics, but by the sheer raw power they can control.
And this is where it gets really interesting. A Type 1 civilization can harness all the energy on its home planet. We're talking controlling volcanoes, earthquakes, even the weather. We are definitely not there yet. Then there's a Type 2 civilization, which harnesses the total energy of its star. And get this, a Type 3 commands the power of its entire galaxy. The jump in power is just staggering. And if any of those 7 stars are the real deal, we'd be looking at a Type 2 civilization.
Okay, so let's focus on that Type 2 civilization for a second. If you wanted to capture all the energy from your sun, how would you even begin to do that? Well, one physicist had a very, very big idea.
The physicist Freeman Dyson came up with this hypothetical solution. You build a structure completely around your star. Now, this might not be a solid shell, it's more likely a massive swarm of orbiting collectors, but the idea is the same. You intercept and you collect the star's energy right at the source. This is what we call a Dyson sphere.
So, here's the thing. The Dyson sphere isn't just some cool sci-fi idea. It's the theoretical engineering solution to the problem posed by the Kardashev scale. It's basically the blueprint for the exact kind of megastructure that scientists are now searching for around stars, like those 7 candidates.
Okay, so let's say a civilization actually built one of these things. How on earth could we possibly see it from light years away? I mean, it sounds impossible, right? But it turns out there's a really clever trick to it.
The first clue is actually what you don't see. If you build a giant structure around your star, well, that star is going to start to dim in the normal, visible light we see with our eyes. From where we're standing, it would look like a star was just slowly vanishing. But that's only half the puzzle.
And this gets to the heart of it. You can't just capture all that energy from a star and make it disappear into thin air. The laws of thermodynamics, they have something to say about that.
Think about it like a car engine. You put fuel in to make the car go, but the engine also gets incredibly hot, right? That heat is just waste energy. A Dyson sphere on a cosmic scale would be exactly the same. All that starlight it captures gets used, but the unavoidable side effect is a massive, massive amount of heat.
And this is the smoking gun. This is the signature astronomers are looking for, and it is exactly what those 7 stars are showing. See, a normal star shines in visible light, but a star hidden inside a Dyson sphere, it would be dim, maybe even invisible. But it would be glowing brightly in infrared light, which is the light of heat. It would be like seeing a ghost in the infrared sky. Nothing there in visible light, but a huge, warm presence right where a star ought to be. That's the signal. So, knowing all that, let's go back to those 7 candidates. They're dim in visible light, but they're showing this huge excess of infrared heat. It's the perfect signature. But does that mean it's aliens? You know, this is where we have to pump the brakes a little bit and be good scientists. It is an absolutely electrifying possibility, but aliens should always be the last hypothesis you consider, not the first. The universe is just full of mysteries and weird phenomena we haven't even discovered yet.
So if not aliens, then what else could possibly be causing this? Well, there are a few natural explanations. It could be these massive, thick clouds of cosmic dust that are being heated up by the star, which would mimic that infrared glow. It could be the leftover junk from a giant collision between planets. Or it could just be a completely new cosmic phenomenon, some phase in a star's life we've just never seen before. You have to rule all of that out first.
And that's really the key takeaway here. This paper isn't shouting, "We found ET." It's doing really important science. It's sifting through enormous piles of data to say, hey, look, these 7 spots in the sky are deeply weird, and they deserve a much, much closer look. This is about finding candidates, not proof.
And while we're dreaming about these incredible Type 2 civilizations, it's pretty humbling to remember where we stand. We haven't even figured out how to use all the energy on our own planet yet. On the Kardashev scale, humanity is still a Type 0 civilization. We have a long, long way to go.
But that's what makes this also fascinating, right? This search isn't just about finding other life, it's about imagining what's even possible. Just think, what kind of discoveries, what new physics, what whole new view of reality would you have with the power of an entire star at your command? It's a question that really pushes the boundaries of our own imagination.